Stay cool, bad boy.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Thoughts of Thrones, where we discuss all things Westeros. Today we'll be discussing the most recent episode the other day, which is episode 6. 6?
No, it's 4.
No, it's 4.
4, 6 will be the last one.
Bro. Yeah, so 4.
This
oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
4.
No, I thought it was 8. Yeah, so 4, episode 4. Jumping the title up in there.
Jermal, no?
But yeah, so...
Are you that Thrones more than me as well? I don't know how you got that wrong.
I'm terrible with the episode names, but
Anyway.
but yeah, so very cool for me. Very cool episode. You see the aftermath of the Battle of Winterfell.
This was another like really big setup episode. It wasn't like
it was very political.
It was very political. Another like very chest heavy episode. Like people will move, places will move.
Yeah. Especially with Tyrion and Varys and.
And what we should do is. Otherwise, if we all talk, the video is going to go on for about 20 minutes. So you touch on 2 things, like good and bad. I'll touch on 2 things.
Cool.
Simjin will touch on 2 things,
cool.
and then we could probably just all chime in what we thought of the episode.
Cool. Good idea. So for me,
let's start with the thing that you like first.
Because the thing that I liked.
It's a tough one.
I like it's a bittersweet thing. It's a bittersweet thing. I liked because Tormund is my favourite character, and I liked the fact that he said to Jon, me and the free folk have got to go back up where we've got room to wander and be free and all that. And it was just such a solemn moment, because these two started off as enemies and then became very, very close friends. And here there was no joking, no drink, they were both sober, and he was just saying to him, very good friend. That hug felt so genuine.
Oh, mate.
It was so genuine. And when he said, always remember you've got the North in you, the real North.
The real North.
And then Jon said to ask him to look after Ghost.
He was alive.
Yep, Ghost was the goodest of boys,
best of the boys.
And also and he's him saying goodbye to Samwell. I feel like
a big wrap up for certain individuals.
Yeah, I'm glad that Samwell gets his happy ending. I'm glad.
Hopefully, it's not finished yet.
I hope him and
Gilly. You always forget her name.
I call her Ginny now. I hope him and Gilly, and I hope Tormund and the Free Folk will go with Ghost. They'll go back up to the North, and they'll do what they do with a newfound alliance with the people of the North. And I think again, I never wanted Tormund to die, so I'm glad that he's gone back. He was such an incredible character, played incredibly. But I feel like the scene with him, toasting Jon in the most Viking Nordic it felt very Valhalla. They were drinking, he had a massive fun, he was drinking out of it. It was such an incredible. He didn't mean to do it, obviously, but he was like, oh look, he rode a dragon, and it was just there like, okay, I've ridden a dragon too. But yeah, so things that.
So what's the thing you didn't like?
Well, I was also I liked all the things that were hard for me to watch. For me, it was like, oh man, okay, you'll probably have to talk about Varys and Tyrion scenes, because I love those. It was sad. I was sad that the other dragon died. Was it Drogon?
No, Drogon's Daenerys' one. This Rhaegal, I think.
Yeah, I was sad that he died.
I can never remember the 2 other ones' names.
I was sad that Sandy died.
They kind of came from nowhere, innit? That was the scene that I liked.
Oh, I was sad when she died. Oh god, when Tyrion walked up, I was like, oh my god, don't kill Tyrion. Wait, I'm looking. Frankenstein. I'm going to call him.
Qyburn.
I'm calling him. He's basically Westeros Frankenstein, because he's basically he's like, because he always comes on. He's just like, oh well.
Some fucking Connor's always like.
He's always so mad. Shit like, yes, well.
Try to say you're a hench, fam.
Yeah, but he's a character who's like, he's so snide and he's just like, I created this thing.
He plays his character very well. You want him to kind of get his come up.
Yeah, for me, you know what? I feel like when the final battle happens, everyone's, when he gets his comeuppance, it'll be from somebody, I don't know, I'm hoping somebody who's had to pay the price of him, probably, obviously all of the things the Mountain kills is thanks to him. So
yeah, so it could be a number of people.
yeah, I mean, we call up Arya killed. We call up Arya killed.
Arya's just on one, bro.
Yeah, man, she's doing her stuff. Anyway, so those are my scenes. The scenes I loved. I felt, and bittersweet ones were Tormund and Samwell's happy endings, and Ghost as well, and yeah, I'm surprised you didn't do the leg punch thing.
That comes later.
Okay. And what made me sad, Miss Andy died. Oh no, Grey Worm's the actor who plays Grey Worm, he's incredible.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
English as well.
Yeah, yes.
Very good actor.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. But yeah, so again, has done amazingly, and yeah, looking forward to when Uncle Greyjoy gets his comeuppance because he's too cool.
Oh, Euron.
Yeah, Euron again. Brilliant acting, man. That's like, oh man, because like, oh, I hate you. But yeah, those were my two.
I think my favourite scene. It's not when Miss Sunday died. It's the bit just before she died. So rather than like crying, kind of like confessing her love to Grey Worm, blah blah blah, like doing all that, all she says is like just Dracarys, and it's like that's all you needed. Like she's just on it, bruv. She was just wicked with it. I think just that scene alone, like it just goes to show, like even.
Another good actress.
I'm not even saying like her character is small, but it just goes to show that a character that you might not necessarily think can do like loads. Still kind of has this ability to, I don't know, like just do something so powerful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's no small parts, only small acting. She's incredible.
That was my favourite scene.
From Hollyoaks to Game of Thrones, man. Shout out to her, man.
That's my favourite scene. I think the scene that I just
go on.
I just wanted John to say goodbye to Ghost. Ghost is my favourite character. Ghost is my favourite character. I don't care if he's a wolf. Don't give a fuck. It's my favourite character, and I'm so upset. Man lost part of his ear. Man got battered up by the fucking
walkers,
pricks. Yeah. And then like I just wanted him to pet him on his head and say good boy, but he didn't because you had money to flex your dragon dying. But what? I can't say bye to Ghost.
Yeah,
man could sprinkle the dragons in, but you can't say bye to Ghost.
At least Ghost gets to have his own.
Just go with his little ginger ute.
Yeah, he gets to go.
What did John to say goodbye?
He gets to go start with the North.
Don't give a fuck.
That's where direwolves belong.
Guess what?
What?
Don't care. We wanted John to say goodbye. That's it.
Fair enough.
Cool, go on.
Yeah, I'm saying like the scene I liked was literally when Tyrion and Jaime were sitting down and they were just like chatting and like like they were enjoying John's company and stuff before that flipping mug with the arrow came in.
Who said muggle? Oh, Bronn.
Yeah.
Flipping Bronn.
Firstly, that guy is sick.
No, he's sick, but I was annoyed that he ruined the flipping family moment, but it's fine. But no, like I just like that scene. I think it was cool to see them getting along and stuff. And I'll say the scene.
Great relationship, them two.
Yeah,
you always forget that one of them killed the other's dad.
Yeah.
You always kind of forget that. You're like Tyrion.
But yeah, it's like, they have good chemistry. It's like it's weird, but
yeah, they portray like a really good brother relationship.
I'd say
incredible actors.
The scene I disliked the most was probably well, I don't know.
Listen,
is that
Ghost as well?
Is that you know what? What's her name dying? I didn't like. Miss Sunday. I didn't like her. Just because for one, I think Grey Worm deserved to have a happy ending. He deserved.
In the multiverse, he's there dancing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He's dancing to his little tutu thing.
Because he's literally lost. He lost all his soldiers in the episode before. Yeah, and now, you know what I mean. He literally has no one. It's sad, man. And obviously, she was a good person.
Yeah, how the fuck did they get from where they were? I think it was Dragon's Reach. I don't remember where it was. To King's Landing, like that.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name? What's his name's got some good ships, bro. I mean, their whole thing is their whole thing is that they're good at building ships.
But a quick thing.
We have to give an honourable mention. One thing that's been consistent throughout the series is any scene with Tyrion and Varys speaking together. Yeah. You know they're going to discuss politics, ethics.
That's your favourite scenes. They're always your favourite.
No, you know what? What I liked about this one, they would disagree because obviously he was like. Not Tyrion, the other guy. Yeah. Virus. Yeah, so I'm terrible with names. But yeah, like the thing when he was saying how
that's treason.
We should no, that was Tyrion saying.
But that line was sick. That you were thinking it, but I don't say it out loud.
And it was just a whole thing of like we need to make the right choice here, but they weren't really seeing eye to eye. And but you could understand both sides. It's weird.
Yeah, it's very nice to have like it's like the argument is like, oh, should Daenerys be on it or should Jon be on the throne? And it's very nice to hear kind of like both sides, but in a manner of which you're like, oh, okay, that's a good point. Oh, that's a good point.
They make really well, and also you can tell they've always been. Again, I love it when they speak. They respect
each other highly. Like.
I think the bit that I liked most out of all of that is I think they would just finished talking, and then Tyrion was like, "Oh, like please," and the way that it panned to like Varys' face, and that scene was so sick. That scene was such a cool scene.
Yeah. Because you don't need words, you can kind of tell what the thought process is.
But I felt sorry for Daenerys this episode. Yeah, I felt really sorry for her. She
lost one of her dragons, one of her kids, and her best friend. Yeah.
I think more so for the fact that in like the bit where you mentioned earlier, where Tom was like gassing up Jon, where it's like Daenerys had been doing that for a time.
Yeah.
Like for a time from early.
Because Jon's got the love of the North.
I felt bad for Daenerys because it's like, yo, she's been on her job.
I feel like Jon's done more in that.
You know what though? You know what it is as well though. I feel like because of Jon's character, he's like where Daenerys, she's losing her way a bit. Like she's getting mad with power.
Yeah.
Especially after losing these.
She's gonna go raggo.
The thing is, she's low key not as bad, but she's turning into flipping what's her name?
Cersei.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thing. I've mentioned it to DC before. In the books, they reference Targaryens, and they say like if I remember it, they say like the gods flip a coin, and like on one side like you get like a really good Targaryen, and on the other side you get like a mad, you like a mad like the mad king, like her dad, like her.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried for like because I was saying to the boys like I don't feel like Daenerys will survive.
No,
I feel like because what she's about to do, is gonna lead to her. Like her doom in a sense, just because
maybe not dying, but her character as we know it might die. So she might set her dragon on King's Landing, which will kill a bunch of innocent people.
Yeah,
which is what she's going to do.
And it might die in the process, which would then just like break her. Because without her dragons, like
that's her. They're her kids. Like that's she's got. That's her. She's lost two of her babies.
Uncle Greyjoy took it out took it out so soon.
The accuracy was amazing. Accuracy was amazing.
Their whole thing is they're good with ships. Like they've got the best. They've got the best fleet. Yeah. I was saying, what I was saying about why I think Jon gets. I mean, because all of Daenerys got so many achievements, but they're all over in the other part of Westeros, whereas all of Jon's achievements.
Westeros. What's the?
Him fighting Ramsay, him defending the wall, him bringing the free folk, all that stuff. Like he did all of that stuff. And North looks at Jon. He's like, whereas they don't know much about Daenerys and all the stuff she's done. I think that
Mother of Dragons, Breaker of Chains,
and Jon. I saw a list of Jon.
Yeah, they've both got like mad like long lists. It's fucking friend of free folk or something like that, innit?
But I think that I feel like Daenerys lost a lot in this episode.
If Daenerys dies, who do you think will kill her? Like, so let me finish it this way. Let's say Daenerys dies in the last episode. How do you think she'll die, or who do you think will kill her? If Jon was to die in the last episode, how do you think he would die? Who do you think would kill him?
I see.
Let's say theoretically. Let's say. How would you think they'd play off? So let's say if Jon was to die in the last episode, how do you think it'd be?
You know what? I don't actually know for Jon. I have theories for Daenerys going, and I feel like Daenerys it could go one of Cersei can for revenge or whatever, just because she destroys everything. Or maybe it'll be like a shitty side character like Frankenstein who stabs her in the back. Maybe
I would instantly dislike.
Do you know the bit? Because there was a bit in this scene, right, where they were together in their room, and it was a bit where not even that. It wasn't even the threat bit, right? So it was the bit just before that. When I just spoke about where Tormund was talking about, Jon's rode a fucking dragon, blah blah blah. Do you see the bit where she got up and Varys looked at her and then he followed her?
Yeah.
There was a point in my mind where I was like, hold up, them two in a room together, she's gonna shank him. Like for a quick because they were talking and he was all like, "No, listen, don't worry, I can tell them."
I mean, I actually wouldn't put it past her at this point, just because she's like she wants the throne so much. It's like
it's clouded.
The North would never.
I think the only reason why she didn't
listen. The one time I've ever rated Sansa properly is when she said, "What about the North? We will not bow to." But I was like,
Yeah.
"Fucking
Yeah,
yes."
because that's how it should be. Like I feel like the only reason why Daenerys didn't even stab him in this episode is because she does love him.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who I don't think will kill Cersei. I don't think, just because I feel like the way it'd be great if she did, but I don't think that Arya will kill Cersei because I don't think they'd have them kill her kill the Night
it'll
King
probably
and
be
Cersei.
I think it's going to be a Lannister.
I think it'll be Jaime. I think Cersei will kill Tyrion, and then Jaime will kill her for doing that.
See, I think it's the opposite. I think Tyrion. I think Cersei will kill Jaime because Jaime will be trying to get rid of her, and then Tyrion will have to get rid of her.
I think there's a good. I think there's a fair chance Tyrion will end up on the Iron Throne. Because if you,
Tyrion doesn't want it though.
He doesn't.
That's the thing. Honestly,
Tyrion's a bit
Cersei
like
and
Jon.
Daenerys are the only two people who actually want this throne.
Tyrion's a bit like Jon. Where they just want to do what they want
I
to do.
honestly see Sansa getting the throne because she's like out of everyone. Obviously, people want Jon on the throne, but she's the only one that would want it.
Jon's got the birthright to the throne.
Yeah, but
He don't want it.
that's only
The people who
if
know it.
Yeah.
Because Jon could pass it over to Sansa if he wanted to,
Yeah.
and Sansa wants it where Jon don't.
Well, so technically, Tyrion is in line for the North because he's still married to Sansa.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I think it's going to be really. Obviously, we've got 2 episodes
It'll be
left.
interesting.
I think it's going to be. I think next week. I think like next week's episodes. I reckon. I said got any more of that green fire stuff that blew up the.
Oh, dragon is a dragon flame or something.
Something like that. I think the mount. I think I want the hounds to kill the mountain.
Brother, I want Hound and Grey Worm.
Yeah,
I want them
you
to.
know,
I want them to team. I want like a Captain America Bucky.
Yeah,
type.
I was actually going to ask, what would you like to see in the next episode the most?
So
I think the next episode. I think the next episode is still going to be big setup. I think the majority of it's going to be set up. Then maybe the last 20 minutes is going to be stuff kicking off.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like someone might die at the end of the next episode.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Mate, Leftwall. Could you imagine if Daenerys and Jon died in the next episode?
Yeah, because then we don't know who's getting that throne.
Because then it doesn't become about the throne. Then it literally just becomes about avenging whoever killed them too. If you think about it.
I think that.
Or like, what would happen if Daenerys died, Jon stayed alive, and her dragon is still alive?
So it'd just be Jon.
Drogo and Jon. Like, do you think Drogo?
The Dragon Rider, the king of the dragon. Like,
you know what? I feel like the dragon would probably still stick by Jon just because it saw its brother.
I don't know if I'm imagining some Skyrim, but isn't there like a giant skeleton of a dragon in King's Landing?
There's loads in downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I kept thinking of some Skyrim. I think it is
Dragon's
Skyrim. There is one with like a giant
There's one
skeleton.
called Dragon's
Cool.
Reach,
But yeah, so I guess we'll probably wrap it up now. Because video's going. But yeah,
we talk about Game of Thrones for ages.
but yeah, man. Again, high hopes for this next episode.
Monday, man.
We're just season in general.
Who do you guys want to end up on the Iron Throne? I kind of want Jon. I like Jon.
I like Jamal's idea of it being Sansa.
I would like it.
I think it'd be poetically funny since considering she wanted it from the beginning.
Yeah.
She had it. She hated it. Didn't want it. Went away, and now she's come back again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
you know
was,
what? I
wasn't she
think,
technically queen at one point because she married Joffrey?
you know.
Yeah. Was she married? Was she ever
She's
married to
married to
Was she ever
Joffrey,
married to
wasn't
Joffrey?
Yeah.
Probably.
But they didn't consummate it, did they? Did they consummate? No.
Was
No.
she ever?
The whole thing about that, I don't know.
Anyway, it don't matter.
Yeah,
Joffrey's
but-
gone in it. But
That was a wicked.
but
scene.
yeah, no. I think Sansa might be
You say Sansa, I
Bless
say
me, bless
Jon.
me.
I say Jon.
because obviously Sansa's a
Who?
bit.
Jon.
Jon.
Sansa is a piece of work, but I do
love
feel
Jon,
like
man.
she's queen material.
I
She's
also
got
like
like
Jon, man, but I just can't see Jon ruling from King's
Yeah,
Landing.
no. I can see him being
Jon's-
Warden of the North.
To be honest, I don't think Jon's strong. Like Sansa's got a lot more of a strong personality in the sense of leadership.
Yeah, because you remember what
Because
he
Jon's
said.
very Jon has his weaknesses, like with Daenerys, for example. He don't,
I mean, that's a weakness for me as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
you
come
know
on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You're Jon Snow, bro.
Jon Snow,
Was the King of the North.
King of the North.
But yeah, guys, let us know what your favourite moments from the most recent episode was. Yeah, like,
I'm really looking
share,
forward to this
and
next episode.
subscribe. I'm really excited too, man. So,
Penultimate. That's gonna be
penultimate, the next. I don't know. I legit don't know what we're gonna do when that last episode. We'll be sitting here, like we'll be like.
That's it. You gotta wait till the spin-off.
I'm gonna see if I can try and record like the start. We're gonna literally as soon as it ends, like. It's not even a spin-off. It's a prequel. But
What you should do is have it on the whole time.
like, we'll be like, see our facial reactions. But yeah. But yeah, guys, so let us know what you thought of the video, and like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Peace.